Welcome everyone. On today's tutorial we are going to learn about the basics of Adobe Illustrator. What is Adobe Illustrator? Adobe Illustrator is a design application that is commonly to create logos, typography, presentations, in sequential order and numerical pictures, posters, business cards, and many. Adobe Illustrator can be defined as the software which was the only software previously that was made for graphic designers. It was first developed in 1987 with a full-featured program for Windows. However, now this software can run on Linux and Mac operating system. Creating a new document. Open Adobe Illustrator by simple double-clicking on its icon on the desktop or taskbar. Wait until it launches out this window. Go to Create Project, then here enter your project properties, write its name and press Create. Automatically you will land on this interface. This is where the magic happens. Right here, we have this whiteboard. It is called an artboard. It contains the proportions you have entered when you were creating your project. So, whatever you do has to be displayed on this artboard. Note that the artboard is transparent. Take as much time referring yourself to this interface. On the top from left to right we have our menu, and from the left going downwards we have a toolbar. On the menu we can find an option for File, Edit, Object, Select, Effect, View, Window, and Help. You most certainly need to go through each option to know their functions or so whatnot. We will cover a few functions as this course continues. The very most important things you need to know are these tools over here on the toolbar. This one right here is called a selection tool. It's a very friendly tool which allows you to select any object by dragging or clicking on it. And then next we have a direct selection tool. This tool comes in handy when you want to edit certain anchor points or change the shape of the object. On that same tool, when you right-click on it we'll find other two tools which are the Group Selection tool and Lasso tool. The Group Selection tool is helpful in the selection of a group or an individual group from multiple groups. We can use the Alt key to change between the Direct Selection and the Group Selection tool. And then the Lasso helps you in selecting the anchor points, components, and path segments by dragging on the object. The following tool is a pen tool. If you want to learn and want to create graphics that could be transferred to Photoshop, then you should start using the pen tool. This is another important tool in this software. By using the pen tool, simple shapes can be drawn, which creates a complex logo. Initially, don't use colors for making graphics, use fill white and strokes black. It gives more time to concentrate on your graphic. One thing is noticeable that for freshers initially pen tool can be scary because it is the same as the pen which we use in a notebook. But this pen needs to be accessed with the mouse, which is not compatible with everyone. Once you have mastered it, it is not an issue. On the same pen toolbar, we have an anchor point tool. The anchor point tool can be used to transform an anchor point between a smooth point and a corner point. You can position the tool on the anchor point you want to transform and click on it. Below the pen tool, we have a curvature tool promises to simplify drawing paths with precision. Interestingly, the tool creates the same types of paths that the pen tool creates, both curved and straight, but without having to fuss with direction handles. One that may come new to you are paths. So, a path is the black line that appears when you draw a line in Adobe Illustrator. A path is made up of a series of points called anchor points and line segments between these points. The anchor points on either end of a path have control handles, and these can be used to control the direction of the curved path. The following is also one of the most important tools on Illustrator, as it is the one that lets you create geometric shapes. When you right-click on that tool you will see a variety of tools like the rectangle tool, the ellipse tool, the polygon tool, the star tool, and the last one the line tool. The rectangle tool lets you create rectangular and square shapes in your artwork. For a perfect square, click on the artboard and drag while holding Shift and release the right click. With every shape that you want to draw, come here at this tool, select the shape and draw it on the artboard. I will show you how to get all the perfect shapes. When you work with your shapes, take as much time you need in manipulating them. For a quick understanding of object manipulation, use anchor points to change the feel and style of the shape. This is the only way you will get the perfect results. Other tools that have no match on Illustrator are a Pathfinder tool and a line tool. I will make a separate tutorial for them, as there is a lot that comes with those two tools. You can see just a brief as I work on the screen right now. However, this is just basic. One last tool for today's tutorial is none other than a type tool. This Adobe Illustrator tool is used to enter the text in between the illustrations wherever we want. We get a chance to write anything anywhere, and mainly, we can write in any position we want, as we have a vertical type tool, vertical type on path tool, type on path tool, and vertical area type tool. When you have created your text, you can go on properties to change the font, font size, or weight. You can also come here on type option found on the menu. Typography is more complicated when you are working with graphics. There must be a balance between your text and the body of other segments on your project. You will understand what I am trying to say just one day. And remember, your text as a graphic designer must be concise and neat. I would like to take this moment to thank you. And follow along, as this is just part 1 of the series. Have a great journey as a designer and a successful career.